Hi everybody, welcome back to another ChAt SpAt. For those of you who do not know what this is kind of a bi-weekly series of mine where I just sit down and I chat with you guys. Usually I have other YouTubers or viewers leave me topics that we can bring up in the next one. Sometimes it's all YouTube related, sometimes it's just beauty and women and whatever related. So this is a pretty fun series for me where I just get to sit down and talk with you guys. And boy, do I have a lot to say in this one. So this might be a long one. Grab a snack or a cup of coffee. Watch this when you have time. I'd really appreciate if you guys watched it to the end. I have so many important things to say to you, and this is my platform for getting it across to a lot of people at one time. So the first thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about real quick is that a lot of you have been commenting about my camera, about the focusing and how you can hear the clicking, and I'm really sorry about that. I'm not really sure how to work this quite yet. It is a new camera to me. It's a Canon, it's a SX170IS. If you guys know how to keep it focused without the clicking, leave me a comment. Let me know. I'm not a very techie person. I'm still trying to figure it all out, so it annoys me too when I'm editing it. It annoys the shit out of me. So if you guys know how to fix it, let me know. Other than that, I am really sorry. I am a broke bitch, like I've always told you guys, and I get what I can, and this was a gift and it was better than what I had. So moving on to the title of this video, which is MannyMUA Gerard Cosmetics. I really didn't want to have to come back and make another video. I thought that my original video kind of spoke for itself, but so much has happened between then and now that the only way I have to tell you all what I'm feeling specifically together is to sit down and do a video. This is not me sticking my nose in it. It's not me trying to get views or subscribers. This is literally the only way I have in what I have time for to sit down and tell you all at once. So you can watch the video over and over again if you need to. You can share it. You can just hear me all at once. Because if I do it any other way, I'm going to be stuck to my computer trying to write back to thousands of people, and I cannot do that. So the reason why I made that video specifically was to talk about what the owner of Gerard Cosmetics had done, and specifically my issue with MannyMUA. And for any of you that know me, and you can contest to this, and for the people that don't, you're new to my channel, there are certain things about me that I just do not tolerate. And the first thing that I do not tolerate is disrespect. And that is because of how I was brought up. My father was a bit older than my mother. And so, I mean, his pictures from back when he was a kid, all black and white, folks. That's how old it is. But I was raised by him with that mentality, that upbringing of back in the day. So respect was a huge thing, and I carry that, and I like that. I like that about myself. I do not like to be disrespected. I respect people to the utmost. You know, I respect everybody, and I try my best to respect people even if they disrespect me. But if you do disrespect me, you will see a different side of me. A side that I don't like to bring out always, but you will see that side. I felt like Manny disrespected me when I just expressed my concern on Twitter to him about what he had done with showing Karina's video and giggling about it and picking on her, and, you know, just the whole fact of what was happened. I just expressed my disappointment. That was it. I wasn't berating him. I wasn't harassing him. Nothing. As a supporter and a subscriber, because that's what I was to Manny, I expressed how I was disappointed because, yes, Karina's my friend. I don't want to see anyone picking on her, no matter how harsh her review was. I don't want to see it. So he disrespected me, so I made that video. Now, he eventually went under my video and personally apologized to me. I'm an adult, okay? That video, the point of that video was to get an apology from him. He wasn't listening to me on Twitter, so I thought if I made a video, he would hear it. And he did, and he wrote underneath it, and he apologized. He explained himself a little bit more. He was a little pissy at the beginning of it, but towards the end, he really did apologize. And to me, yeah, he probably didn't mean it. You know, he's probably just trying to save face, whatever. But the point of my video was an apology. I got that apology, whether he meant it or not. Who am I to keep berating him and harassing him? you know, because that situation didn't directly involve me. What it did involve me in, he apologized. You know, he gave me what I asked for. I have no right to harass or berate him any longer after that, no matter how I'm feeling about the situation. Now, a lot of people have been making me feel, and even Dawn feel, especially in our group or just, you know, on Twitter, that because I took my video down, I made it private because, you know, he apologized to me. I didn't want it to go any further. I didn't want people thinking that I was just trying to get views and subscribers. So I took my video down. I made it private. And so many people acted like me and Dawn were traitors. Like I turned my back on the cause, or I wasn't standing up for Karina, or, you know, I was on Manny's side. I had somebody on Twitter call me a liar. Point blank called me a liar because I made my video private, stating that I was lying that Manny apologized to me. That, I do not like being called a liar. It's disrespectful. And for someone who knows me, you know, if you know me, you know that I am very against lying. And I'm against lying because I grew up with it. In my family, I grew up with it. It happened to me every single day. I was traumatized because people I love lied to me constantly about serious things. So I physically cannot do it to someone else. It breaks my heart. And it makes me so pissed when someone calls me a liar. Because that's something that I'm very proud of myself for, that I don't lie, and I hold my head high because I know that I don't lie. So being called a liar really pissed me off. So I made my video public again so everybody could see Manny's apology. And I told him why I made it public again. And he was okay with that. He said, okay, you know, if people want to see my apology, they can see my apology. But it went from people seeing the apology to them just smashing his apology. Oh, you don't mean it, you know, you're an asshole, da 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 da. Who cares if he does or doesn't? You know, he made it, that's just that. You know, like, what else can you do? It doesn't matter. You can't squeeze a lemon and expect freaking glitter to pop out. It's just not gonna happen. You know, whether he meant it or not, he probably didn't. He just probably wants us to go away, and he's doing what he knows he has to make it go away. But there's nothing else I personally can do. I kind of feel like my video, a lot of our videos that were made, were standing up for Karina, and I will always stand up for Karina because I love Karina. I know that a lot of people think that she's harsh or obnoxious or rude, you know, or whatnot, but I appreciate her honesty. I appreciate the way she delivers her honesty. I feel like she keeps it real no matter who agrees, who likes her personality. She keeps it real, and that is something that is so hard to find on YouTube that I appreciate her so much, you know. So I don't think she deserved what happened to her, you know. On Manny's side, I think that it was petty and immature what he did. It showed a bad side of himself, and he has paid for that. He will continue to pay for what he did. He's losing followers, he's losing subscribers, you know, he's losing a lot more than he even knows at this point. But I really feel like the main focus at this, and even for myself after the apology that I did get, I think that it should more fall on Jen. Jen has done nothing. She has made no response to this. The only kind of thing she did was put up an anti-bullying charity thing where, oh, tell me, you know, your anti-bullying charities and I'll donate. You know, stop the bullying. And to me, it personally made me feel like she was trying to act like she was the one being bullied, and that pissed me off even more. So I will always boycott Gerard Cosmetics, but there's another thing that's going on that is also making me mad. I'm an adult, okay? And I know that a lot of people that follow these really popular YouTubers are children or teenagers or really young adults. I'm an adult, okay? I'm almost 30 years old. I'm an adult. I want to move on from the whole situation, you know? I feel like Manny made a mistake. He'll pay for that, you know? People will see how that really is. He will pay for that. But Jen is a business owner. Now, a lot of people are saying, oh, she didn't know that he was recording her. You know, she didn't know what he was doing. I'm sorry, but I saw her look directly at the camera before she looked down and said what she had said. She knew he was doing something because he sure as hell wasn't talking to her. You know, she knew. She should have asked. She should have been like, what are you recording that for? You know, like, don't put that on social media because I said this, or, you know, we're doing this. You know, like, they're well in their right to do whatever the fuck they want to do in the privacy of her home. But when you blew it all over social media, that becomes everybody else's issue. That becomes anybody's problem who wants to make it their problem, you know, because it may affect anyone in any certain way. But I feel like at this point, it really needs to fall on Gerard Cosmetics and Jen more than anyone, you know, like more than anyone. I'm not going to sit here and constantly harass and berate MannyMUA. I'm not going to do it. Now, when it comes to boycotting Gerard Cosmetics, if there's a huge movement for that, I am involved, okay? I would never buy from them to begin with, but the huge issue that I'm having is that people are going to everybody who's affiliated with Gerard Cosmetics and bashing them. And I mean bashing them, harassing them, you know, like bullying them, doing the same thing that they're mad at Manny and Gerard Cosmetics for doing. You know, like I saw the one girl that called me a liar on Twitter. I checked out her profile. She goes to everybody, you know, Nicole from Young, Wild, and Polished, Lizzie from What Would Lizzie Do? I mean, literally anyone who's ever put out a video from Gerard Cosmetics, and she's berating them and harassing them, you know, calling them names. I'm seeing every person that makes a video that is affiliated with them is being called names or a liar or being called out, and they have nothing to do with the issue. Yes, we want them to make that choice, you know, to not be involved with them. We hope for that. But if they don't, that's your choice to silently decide to follow them or not follow them anymore. You know, it's not an opening to harass or bully or just make comments that are not helping the situation. So I kind of backed away from the situation. Dawn backed away from the situation because honestly, I know a lot of you don't know, but me and Dawn have been going through these kind of situations since November. And these were with people that we thought were our friends. These are with people that have done things to me personally that were part of a business. And not a lot of people stuck up for me when that was happening. You know, that was a business. Something that happened was illegal. Dawn has always had my back. And she had my back. And she will always have my back. And I am so grateful to her. She's just irreplaceable to me. But other than that, I had a little bit of support. But no one was making videos on my behalf. You know, like no one wanted to keep this going. And that, what happened to me was illegal too. You know, like it was from a business too. So I kind of feel like I'm standing here and I made the video. I did what I felt I wanted to do for Karina. Even Karina herself said, thank you, you went above and beyond. You know, and I feel like people are now saying, oh, you're a traitor. You turned your back because your video's not up, you know, or you're telling people to not go after people that are affiliated with Gerard Cosmetics. I'm sorry, but I'm an adult and I just want to come back to a positive place. If you guys want to start a huge movement, a group on Facebook, I don't even know, something that is a huge movement against Gerard Cosmetics, I am a part of it, okay? Me and Dawn were the first people to make videos after Karina. We are a part of this. I'm not turning my back on anything, and I'm really upset that so many people seem to think that that's happening. I'm just tired. It's been happening since November. For me personally, since November, constantly, one after another of drama and negativity, issues. And this thing with Manny, he's a really popular YouTuber, and that video I made got so much hate. And I mean, people were getting death threats. Their children were getting death threats. You know, like, it was just... it was not worth it. It was not worth the hate, and it exhausted me. And so I took it down. I just, you know, I had my say. I got what I asked for from Manny, whether he meant it or not. We know he probably didn't, but whether he did or didn't, I hope he did, but who knows, you know? And I just wanted to leave it at that and allow Karina, if she decides to press this further, because after everything is said and done, this falls on Karina. This is her fight to fight. You know, we can't fight her battles for her. She needs to stand up and she has to say, hey, I don't want this being let go. You know, like saying her side of it, because Manny, when he was apologizing, did say that she had blocked him and that he was trying to get a hold of her, but she had blocked him. And she is very, very adamant about the fact that she did not block him anywhere. He said the same thing about Vanessa, that Vanessa blocked him, and she is stating that she never blocked him. So I don't know, you know, I don't know. I'm not in people's computers. I don't know who is saying the truth or who, you know, whatever, but I do know that Karina is my friend and I trust her. She's not the kind of person that lies. She's exactly like I am. We don't lie for a facade on camera. There's just no point in it. So I know that this is kind of jumbled and not making very much sense, but so much has happened in such a small amount of time that I'm so frazzled and upset and just hurt by a lot of people, because a lot of people had just dropped me like a piece of crap because of assumptions that you're not in my life. You're not on my YouTube channel. You're not seeing what is being done to me personally. You know, like, I fight so hard for everybody. If you go back in my video list, you can see how many anti-bullying videos I've done, how many people I've stood up to, how many people I've called out when something wrong is being done. And it's always about bullying here on YouTube. I fight tooth and nail with everything that I have, and I am just one person. And I'm human, and I'm allowed to be exhausted. I'm allowed to be able to take a step back, you know, stop everything, and just try to bring more positivity to my channel and my life. I'm allowed to do that without being made to be a traitor or, you know, a Manny supporter or whatever. Okay? I really am really hurt about that. And I wanted you guys to know exactly how I'm feeling, even if it is jumbled and completely fucked. You know, and all in all, in the end of all of this, positivity does come through. I mean, like Jessica has said in my group, you know, standing up for what you believe in is a positive thing. And I agree completely. It is a positive thing. It's just, I stood up, you know, I had my say. I did what I wanted to do, and I got what I wanted out of it. I got an apology. You know, yeah, he probably didn't mean it, but I can't be like, oh, I know you didn't mean it, you son of a bitch, and go at him more, because that puts me in the wrong. Okay, I don't mind standing up for what we believe in, but I want to make sure that every step of the way that we are right. We are in the right. So this cannot be turned around to, oh, they're the bullies. They're the people in the wrong. And that's how this is going, because so many people can't stay on that mature path. They're not thinking clearly. They're so angry, with every right to be that angry, but they're so angry that they're veering off those paths and becoming the person that's in the wrong. And I will not be that person. I will not be affiliated with the people that are doing that. You know, if you want to stand up for a cause, make sure that every step of the way you are in the right. So you can look back on anything that they have to say as a rebuttal. You can look back at the whole situation once it ends, and you can say, I was in the right completely. I did this. I said this. You know, everyone else did this, and we did nothing wrong. That's the movement I want to be a part of. You know, like, please, let's just stop. You know, just take a step back. You know, we don't need to constantly be berating Manny, because it's not going to do anything. He's just going to block you. Jen's going to block you off any social media. People are getting irritated with it. Things on YouTube move a little bit faster than in real life. You know, there's a huge scandal. Within a week, it's done, gone. People have forgotten about it. This has been going on for longer than a week. And I know that people are like, I don't want this being forgotten. And I don't either. I don't want this being one of those things that's just swept under the rug, because I was one of those people. My issues was one of those things swept under the rug, and I know how it feels. I don't want to be that person, but it needs to be directed at Gerard Cosmetics, at the person who is like 40 plus, I think, is a business owner and did something wrong and still to this day refuses to admit it and apologize. That is an issue that needs to be dealt with. And that's what I think that we can be proactive in. So I hope this made sense, and I really don't want to make any of you mad. I don't want any of you thinking that I have switched sides or I'm turning my back, because I'm not. I just want you to know I fought as hard as I could. I did. I'm only one person. I have a small channel. I said what I had to say. I stand behind what I had to say. And I stood up for my friends, which is something that I do constantly if you know me. I want to move on. I have so much happening with my channel. You know, I have so much happening on all my other social medias and my blogs. And I don't want to be that person that is constantly negative on my channel, okay? I want to be able to bring some kind of positivity back, because honestly, I need it. My love for YouTube is starting to falter, because it's constantly one drama after the other. I want to, ooh! I thought I saw something, and I think it was my mascara. I want to be able to have a fun time with you guys. I want to make videos where I'm excited and happy and I'm not bitching and upset. You know, I will always speak my mind, but when is YouTube going to be fun again? You know, like, I want you to be able to watch me and be like, hey, she's fun, she's honest, you know, I love her personality, and I don't have to worry about being stressed out when I watch her. That's what I want right now, because that's what I personally need too. So that is everything I have to say about it, guys. I hope it made sense. If it didn't, write me a comment down below. I always write you guys back. I've been having a little bit of trouble because YouTube switched it up and now I can't just see it in a list of my newest comments on any videos. Now I have to do all this weird crap to try to find people's comments. So that's kind of put a damper on my, I write back to everybody's comments. That fucked that up. Now I can't find everybody's comments. But yeah, that is everything that I have to say about it. I hope that you guys understand where I'm at. You know, I am with you guys. I'm with you. I just need to take a step back. You know, I need a break. I need a break. I need some positivity. I need some love, guys. I need some love. I hope you guys enjoyed this. And like I said, if you have any questions about my insane rambling that made no sense, leave me a comment. I'll write you guys back and let you know exactly where my thoughts were or supposed to be in this. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.